and decided that this community needed a place to showcase the best in agriculture and arts and crafts and live rural living in this community. They never could have envisioned that 146 years later we would still be doing this and building on their legacy each year. Caledonia Agricultural Society has been honored to be able to be we're the caretakers of rural heritage and education in Haldimand County and surrounding areas. And we've done a lot, sometimes with a lot and sometimes with some challenges. If you've been to the exhibition hall, or the old arena, or the drill hall, you know it's a big, big barn of a place. But it's a big, big barn of a place. It doesn't have heating, it doesn't have cooling, or it has limited on those kind of areas. The sound isn't terrific. So what if we were able to bring into this community a state-of-the-art space where we could have our dance competitions, concerts, meetings, learn how to cook, banquets, proms, all these different things, what we call our Picture the Possibilities, sports training, trade shows, all that kind of stuff. What if we could make this area more of a stay and play place? And that's what the Riverside Exhibition Center is going to be. And because of the work of our 225 volunteer members and other caring people in our community and our partners, many of you who are here today, this is going to be a reality. And today we are here to celebrate a very big part of a big partnership that's going to help make this vision come to life.
What a great day for Caledonia. This is tremendous news. The development that's going on here is pretty mind-blowing when you consider the size of the development and the size of the town. And it's so heartwarming to see an organization that is doing this development actually care about the community enough to make it bigger and stronger with this generous donation. This is a tremendous facility that's planned here. The number of uses and the number of people that will be able to enjoy it is really quite special. And so I'd particularly like to thank Empire Homes for caring, not just for the donation, but for caring enough about the community in which you're investing, and for caring enough about the people who are already here and those that you're planning to bring in. So that's just great news for everyone, and I can't wait to see this done. I'd also like to thank the generosity of so many people in this community who have been contributing to this, who have made matching pledges. Thank you for that. We're going to see this built. We're going to see a lot of activity there in what's already a key hub of this community. It's going to become even bigger and better and more useful. So thanks very much, and thanks to the Caledonia Agricultural Society for the leadership. And Tom, you and I first talked about this how many years ago? We started nibbling away at it with some roofs and lighting and things, but it's nice to see the vision's going to actually become a reality. So thank you to Empire Homes and the Ag Society, and congratulations to Caledonia.
Welcome everybody, and I want to echo the thoughts or the comments made by Diane. We've never been happier than we have in the past to have a relationship with corporate citizen that truly wants to be invested in the community. And I'm motivated by picturing the possibilities and seeing what we see. In Haldimand County is where we can invest in our heritage. We invest in our heritage, and we're seeing that happening here. And we're partnering with many who truly want to protect, not just tomorrow, but yesterday. And that's what we see in this project and the value in it. Where we can't, we're looking to see growth and development opportunities, and I know working with Empire and what they've been able to accomplish here in Haldimand County and will continue to accomplish is that growth and opportunities that will see these types of developments succeed. So on behalf of the county, we certainly thank Empire Homes for being a part of Caledonia, a part of the rest of the county, and we thank the Agricultural Society for being as aggressive as they have been to make this happen. And we certainly thank the Fair Board for what she's done for not necessarily yourself for 146 years, but when you all. Congratulations.
I always found it very difficult to follow Diane after speaking and the mayor, because they're a lot better speakers than I am. I'm just kind of a local guy that kind of stutters through life, as you can tell. I have to disagree though. That arena, or the old barn, has air conditioning. I've been over there at 6:30 in the morning playing hockey. It's got -20 easily. I'm sure the mayor can absolutely agree to that. And it does have heat. I played volleyball in there, ball hockey. About 110 in there. So from that aspect, it has the heating, it has the air conditioning, and it also has that big part of history. And that's why I know this community supports the revamp, if you will, bringing it back to life. And I know that Empire has shown up here today, shown up here for the last few years to help develop our community to make it better. And I think that some people, unfortunately, just see the homes being built. And if that's all they see, I think they're missing a big point. If that's what it was, I don't think they'd be here today. They see a community, and they see the ability to make it better, to help it grow, and to join in make, in essence, a whole new community to our historic core. And that takes a lot. Whether or not it be $1 or $5, and we'll wait for the announcement later to know it's a lot more than that. But it shows a major commitment from a major partner in this community. They're just not about building homes. And when you see the development as it progresses, you'll see the trails, you'll see the parks that they're doing at it, like as well, to make it a true part and partner of Caledonia. So I do thank Empire, I do thank the Mike the Fair Board for the vision that they're showing, the leadership they're showing, because this community needs it every single day. So thank you very much.
This was an idea that's been floating around for about the last decade, and it was always sort of on the list of someday, wouldn't it be nice? And I'd be remiss if I didn't mention the kickstart of Someday, which was a couple of years ago when we got a phone call in the office from Ron Clark, and he said to Vicki, I want to come in and have a chat. And that was the start of all of this. None of this would be possible without the generosity of Ron and Nancy Clark and their foundation, with the offer of $1.6 million in matching funding. That made a pipe dream become a possibility. And that started creating memories, building communities. Other partnerships have helped substantially along the way. And I'd like to call on Ron Hewitt now, who has been a great supporter of our organization and a great partner in helping to make today happen. And I'd like to bring him up and thank him as well for all of his efforts on our behalf.
I was asked to introduce the principles of Empire Communities, and I thank you for that privilege. I'd just like to go back in time a bit as to when all of this started. And it was in 2007 that I was introduced to Dan Quizzetti, and the Avalon development began. After quite a few trials and tribulations and bureaucratic hoops and whatever, I think it was in 2011 when Dan and Empire Communities decided that Empire was going to be a great place to grow. And of course, with our provincial government asking for places to grow and so on, they stepped forward. And through that period of time from then to now, Empire has been a great supporter of different projects that we've had going on in Caledonia, such as the Rotary Auction, the Mayor's Gala, and other fundraising projects. And whenever I spoke to Dan about it and asked if Dan could help or Empire could help, Dan always stepped up, and I thank you very much for that. Anyway, here we are, where finally we have become accepted. Caledonia, the people in Caledonia have been accepted as a partner. And one of Empire Community's families. And they have different projects going on all around southern Ontario and of course also Texas. They're a large corporation and they do tremendous jobs and create many opportunities in the small communities, and we are one of them. And of course, we have welcomed Empire Communities into our Caledonia family. Anyway, I'm going to stop this, like Craig did. And first of all, the person that I have done most of the business with or contact with regarding Empire Communities is Daniel Gazzetti. And then there's his brother, Andrew Gazzetti, and their cousin and partner, Paul Galady. Anyway, gentlemen, welcome.
It's a pleasure for me to be here. Again, as Ron mentioned, my name is Daniel Gazzetti. I'm President and CEO of Empire Communities. I'm joined by my brother Andrew Gazzetti, who's CFO, and Paul Galini, who is not our cousin, but might as well be our brother for how close we've been over the last number of years. We're celebrating our 25th anniversary actually this year, so it's been some time that we've been at this. Paul is responsible for industry relations, and together we are the co-founders of Empire Communities. We are very, very happy and proud to be here to officially make this donation as a main sponsor of the building program here for the Empire, what is going to be the Empire Main Exhibition Hall at the Fairgrounds. It is our pleasure to be here to support the community that we have grown now to be a part of and to be welcomed in, as Ron mentioned. This is not just about our Avalon community that we're currently building, but certainly it's about the community of Caledonia and Haldimand at large, as well as Six Nations. As a corporate philosophy at Empire, we've always prided ourselves on being able to be a part of the communities in which we build, and to that extent, we've always contributed to many of the different types of community initiatives that we've been able to be helpful with, which include things such as local hospitals, local sports teams, tourism centers, hospices, and community centers such as this one. We're very pleased and thankful to be working in such a progressive and forward-thinking community, which not only celebrates its past with respect to the heritage of this building, but certainly looks towards the future and plans for the future, not just for the residents of the Avalon community, which are certainly growing, but also for the residents of the community at large that will be able to take part in activities that happen in this exhibition hall and take advantage of the opportunities that will be offered to them as a result of this facility. As you all know, Avalon will eventually be home to around 3,000 families, all of whom I'm sure will use the services at this facility. And it's for that reason, as well as just being a part of the fabric of the community, that we are making this investment. We already have a very large investment in the Avalon community, as you can imagine. And again, we're just very grateful for this opportunity. We continue to enjoy the excellent working relationship we have developed with the County of Haldimand staff, with Mayor Hewitt, and of course with all members of Haldimand County Council, and in particular Councillor Grice, who of course is our local councillor for our Avalon community. We look forward to many, many years of prosperity together working with the County of Haldimand, and we thank you.
Thank you, Empire Communities, so very much for your generous donation towards the revitalization of Caledonia Agricultural Society's Riverside Exhibition Center. With this matching donation from Ron and Nancy Clark, Empire Communities' gift will be transformed into $1 million. This announcement will give tremendous momentum to our fundraising campaign. It is through the generosity of forward-thinking companies such as Empire Communities that Caledonia will have the opportunity to thrive and continue to move forward. Your support will certainly set the stage for others to follow. Thank you, Empire Communities, for your outstanding demonstration of commitment to this project and to Caledonia. Thanks.